Do you feel any kind of deeper sense of responsibility to the Asian community than any other? Because I mean, I think we're all human, and like you said, there's a certain comfortability that comes from who we know and such. Do you feel any extra responsibility to reach out to people of your culture?
Definitely, definitely. So as much as I want to be a point of reference for like all women, children, and men, as many as I can. Do you know what I mean? I can help bring along to God, but I definitely feel a strong sense for my own people as well at the same time, because I feel we don't really have a voice. Period. You know, like outside of the Asian diaspora. You know, whereas with other races, I see they've broken the mainstream in that sense. You know, they have a voice there. They have a voice here. You know, and the closest thing that I would feel that the Asian community has is this whole thing of, you know, Muslims being in the paper every day, but that's an inaccurate depiction. Period. On all sides, kind of thing. So
Have you ever been taken for Muslim before?
Bro, when I'm sitting in the ministers, they're asking me what am I doing here. I'm set, and they're looking at my beard. Like, you just put two and two together. They're thinking whatever they're thinking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like, what? It's just, instead of going to India, straight to Pakistan or straight to Baghdad or something. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. And that's all silliness anyway. You don't go up to a person and start guessing everything. It's not a game out here. You just ask them the questions. Do you know what I mean? But I definitely feel a strong sense for my people, especially I know how hard it is to step out of community, how hard it is to step out of tradition. I know what it feels like to kind of be outcasted in that sense, disrespected, all sorts, you know, to break the family barrier. And also for that little kid, you know, I've shared this testimony before. I was sitting in my god family's house and was watching Stars in the Eyes, and there was a little white kid that came on there, no more than 10, and he started singing Puppy Love, and everybody was just like in awe. And I said, I wish I could do that. They said, why? And I said I can't, because I'm Asian. And then they were like, talent doesn't have any colour. But the deepness of what I said then only like reveals a lot more to me as I grow older. In a sense, how can I be 10 and I'm saying stuff like that? What has shaped my mind for me to say something like that? What have I seen? What have I understood? What have I believed? What have I chosen to believe at that age? Kind of thing. And I want to be the voice, the person that God uses to challenge that with you know, Asian youth. Definitely.
Would you say there's any fundamental issues there with Asian youth? Because I think we're at a point in society now, talking UK perspectives, where we're kind of second and third generations have come through in terms of the Asian community. But as you say, in terms of pop culture, there's not that many that you'd kind of throw up. Let's go at it real quick. So Jay Sean, you throw up. Asian. Who else?
Room Seekers.
Okay.
I'm thinking music wise.
Even say, because you know, like the big things in our society,
MIA.
Sport.
MIA.
In between the baby, definitely. Yeah.
Sports. No, but I do remember watching a football game with Sandhu in the back, which I was gassed about. It was a proper football game on Sky.
Okay.
So I was like, I don't remember who that was. Maybe it's an international game or something, but
yeah, but it's a struggle, I think, fair to say, to kind of but create a definitive list there.
Well, I think by culture, sorry to cut you, but by culture we don't put a high regard in that, and I'm sure, even though we're from different backgrounds, I'm sure the same lawyer, you know, doctor, or both, or an engineer at night time or something like that. You know what I mean? We don't really place no high stuff on those things. The arts.
So what's happening there with the value system? Is it a security blanket going for? Is it what are the reasons for that?
I think the main one is security, and it is stemmed out of, well, partially anyway, stemmed out of love. You want your child to be in a good place, be able to provide for himself and or herself, and so on and so on. But then I also think it comes down to silly things like bragging rights. so I can come to your house like 20 years and just stunt on you like, oh, your son's still at Lloyd's, or my son moved from Lloyd's, he's at Halifax now, he's running things. This is so stupid.
So we're back to pride in a way.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, yeah. It's an interesting one because like I have a very limited knowledge of Asian culture. I say that to start, but then I've never met a Asian person who isn't into Bollywood. So it's like on the one hand, there's a kind of value and respect for the arts and the artists, but no one wants their child in a way to become one. Although if they did become a Bollywood star again, we'd be back to bragging rights. So,
that's right.
Yeah, it feels like there's something to be said about the journey that goes in between, I think.
I feel that transcends all races. All races is like that, but I feel there's something in particular about the mind where, like, we just, we was trying to, and I'm sure there's loads of people we can put to the list, but in terms of not, like, that comes straight away to your head, there wasn't that many.
Yeah, and this is like definitely a cultural thing within the UK, because we had this conversation as two people growing up in Asian countries. I'm sure, well, I like to think at least it would be different. But yeah, I think in terms of that crossover to this country, even I'd say there's more pop culture success, East Asian countries like Vietnam and such, like now with what's his name, PSY, the Gangnam Style dude, and then those brothers that made like a G6. I don't know where they went, but you remember them?
Okay.
G6. Them dudes. Yeah, so it's like a few, and then like Pharrell had a couple. Like one or two guys rolling with him back when. I feel like I'm reaching into the doldrums of my brain now. But what's Pharrell's batch called?
I'm lost.
I'm trying to remember. He had his producer team. I tried capturing it for the video or something. But yeah, when he had his little production team, I can't believe I'm forgetting that. It's been a while though. He's been solo for a while. But yeah, he had his squad and there was like a couple Asian dudes and such in there.
Who's this?
Pharrell.
Oh, Neptunes.
Yeah, Neptunes. That's the one. Cheers for saving me. Yeah. East Asian was up in there. Yeah. See, there's something, but it doesn't feel like it's happened within that culture as much. It'll be interesting to see how it develops, but you might have to be the guy.
I pray so, man. I wrote it down in my notebook that I want to be a voice. As much as I want to be a voice for everyone, that's a community I want to. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, man. I'm gonna do that. That'll be amazing. That would be such an honor to break tradition, superstition, all of that stuff, and bring people the Christ. Like when I went to Wolverhampton, it was amazing. It was I don't remember the church name, Frontline Generation though. I think that's either their youth group name or whatever. Like it was crazy. I saw turbans in the congregation. The pastor was Asian. It was just mind blown.
Yeah.
Mind blown. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, like I said, we'll see, because there's no Asian heaven and black heaven or white heaven. So at some point,
that's right.
It's gonna have to kick it together. But yeah.